MrBeast is known for giving away millions of dollars to random people, but have you ever wondered what people did with the prize money? Today, we'll be diving into the 7 biggest giveaways MrBeast has done and looking at each of the winners to see what they've done with their money. We'll be starting off with Cam, who was the winner of MrBeast's biggest video to date. Out of 456 participants, only one would take home the prize of $456,000. MrBeast posted a TikTok saying that if the video reached 10 million likes, he would recreate Squid Game and choose random people in the comments to participate. With ease, this video hit 10 million likes and had over 1 million comments. One of those comments was Cam, and even though he was 2 days late to comment on the video, he was chosen by Jimmy and flown out to the set not too long later. He would be seen throughout the video competing in every challenge until eventually he made it to the final round, where he would ultimately win the entire challenge. After this incredible win, Cam created a TikTok account where he would document his experience after winning the money. He created videos about old friends asking him for money, people impersonating him, people trying to scam him, and much more. He laughed all of this off and composed himself pretty well. He mentioned that he would spend the money on building his future, helping family and friends, and giving back to the community. I think it's safe to say that his money was well spent and he was very responsible with it. Next up on the list is Chandler, who is part of the MrBeast team, and a few years ago, he participated in one of MrBeast's giveaway videos, where the group would compete for a private island in the Bahamas worth over $800,000. It was a long video with over 10 different challenges, where Chandler was seen breezing through most of them. Near the end of the video, it was down to the last 2 contestants, Chandler and Carl. It was an intense face-off, and the winner would be decided by a group vote. The group took a vote for the winner, and Chandler took the winning end of the stick and won the entire island. The island was officially called the Golden Cay until Chandler renamed it to Jeff Island a few days after his win. After all the buzz around the island boiled down after the video, no one really heard anything new about the island until Eric uploaded a video challenging Chandler to a competition for the island. People spammed Chandler's comments and DMs until he was forced to make a response, stating that the island had already been sold due to tax reasons.
I loved it. I got a free island. Only reason I couldn't keep the island is because of taxes, so I had to sell the island.
This makes sense since the government would tax him for the full amount of the island, even though he technically won it for free. But nonetheless, I'm sure he ran up a huge bag for selling it, and he seems to be doing better than ever nowadays, so I don't think he has an ounce of regret for selling it. Our next winner is Sean Hendricks, who is one of the oldest winners on the list, so you can expect him to be the most mature with his winnings. On September 24, 2022, MrBeast posted a video titled "Survive 100 Days in Circle, Win $500,000," which was one of the largest cash prizes in a MrBeast video till this day. Sean survived a gruesome 100 days in the circle and even declined a $100,000 bribe for MrBeast halfway through the video, which I'm sure was extremely tempting. He was put through all sorts of trials and challenges, but at the end, he took home $500,000. His family was there to congratulate him when he won, and Ryan Trahan even made an appearance as well. Sean took advantage of this opportunity and created his own social media account, where he would talk about his accomplishments while also posting about his day-to-day life, like when he ate his first real meal after eating canned food for 100 days during the challenge. He would spend his first few dollars on a new John Deere hat since his old one was ruined during the filming of the video. And after getting lots of attention on his social media accounts, Sean took content creation much more serious and began going to events like Vid Summit regularly. He also created a TikTok account posting about his day-to-day life after the video, where at one point he revealed that he copped a new crib with the MrBeast prize money. I even noticed that Sean was hired by MrBeast in the same month that the video was uploaded. Sean grew a lot after this unique experience, and it truly changed his life for the better. He is a great example of someone who was responsible with his money, but this next winner might even be a better example. Our next winner won one of MrBeast's biggest and most controversial competitions. The first finger on the app game was a very successful idea by MrBeast, which was pulled off almost perfectly. There were over 1 million people participating on the app, and after a long and gruesome 70 hours, there were only 4 contestants left who would all be declared winners of the contest and rewarded $25,000. About a year later, MrBeast decided to run it back and created a finger on the app 2, where one winner would take home $100,000. This time around, the game didn't go as smooth. You might remember a year or 2 ago when MrBeast received a lot of backlash for the poor performance of the app. Many people would glitch out halfway through the game, which made a lot of people who participated in the challenge for hours mad. Some of these people even calling off of work just for the game. With a larger prize this time around, there were 1.6 million contestants in total, and after 2 days and 3 hours of the ongoing contest, there was was one winner named Swag Bacon 123. Swag Bacon, who was a 19-year-old kid, won the prize of $100,000, while the second place winner was rewarded $20,000 for his hard effort. Right after his huge win, he would post to his Twitter his reaction after winning the prize. Unfortunately, there isn't much publicly stated on what Swag Bacon did with his large sum of winnings, although we were able to get the exclusive scoop from the man himself. Here's what he had to say. So basically, I invested most of it. I was quite new to investing, so I just started with a very basic investment type thing through my bank, essentially to just put it away for my future, and haven't touched it since. So besides a little bit that I gave to friends, plus a bit for charity, I currently still have all of it, plus more than what I started with, obviously. And as a bonus, since I'm Canadian, I ended up getting about $123,000 after the USD to CAD conversion, and didn't have to pay taxes on that specific amount because it was considered a gift. Our next winner didn't get flown out to compete in person for a Mr. Beast challenge, but instead he competed for $1 million out of the comfort of his own home. Fortnite did a collab with Mr. Beast where they would add a Mr. Beast skin into the item shop, complemented with some cosmetic items, and with this they were giving away $1 million through a Fortnite survival challenge. Anas was a Danish streamer who had already won $540,000 from previous Fortnite tournaments. With such an impressive backstory, he definitely had a skill advantage in this tournament. As the competition kept going, Anas breezed through all the challenges like the floor is lava, red light, green light, the maze game, and a few others. He clutched the win at the end and snagged an easy $1 million paycheck, and although he wasn't too public about what he did with the money, I think it's safe to say that he spent it wisely. To this day, he still competes in Fortnite tournaments and does not disappoint, as he still has solid placements really consistently. He isn't the most consistent with content creation, but he likes to post on occasion. But our next winner hasn't posted in over a year, which makes Anas' lack of uploads seem minor. Mantanice was a contestant in one of Mr. Beast's biggest series, a 5-part series with 5 different challenges, and there would be one winner of $1 million. Mantanice had an inspirational backstory. He was at the lowest point in his life prior to the video. He had no job and his wife was taking care of him. But one day, he was in the shower when God spoke to him, telling him to drop $20 on Mr. Beast's merch. Of course, this was an odd calling. He was a little bit confused, but listened to the calling. And while searching for a $20 product on the Mr. Beast website, Mark noticed a link at the bottom of the site, which was a sign-up page to the $1 million contest. He signed up for the contest, and when his wife went to church a few days later, the pastor said someone in the church will get very rich soon. Following this, Mark got an email saying he was chosen for the contest. So of course, Mark took this opportunity and was flown out to the set where he would compete in 4 different challenges. During one of the challenges, Mantanice promised a contestant $50,000 if he won.
If I win, I want to give him $50,000.
Wait,
Seriously.
if you win the $1 million, you want to give him 50 grand?
Yes, I want to give him 50 grand.
Mark would win every challenge and eventually made it to the final part where he would compete for the $1 million. In the final challenge, the contestants had to keep their hands on $1 million in cash, which Mark would win after 36 hours. After this humongous W, Mark went on a huge shopping spree. Mr. Beast would later post a video with Mark where he would spend a big chunk of his $1 million by buying 2 brand new cars, a bunch of electronics, a new house, furniture for the new house, a new ring for his wife, and even donating some of the money and keeping the rest of the money for taxes and investments. After this, Mark would be seen in a few other Mr. Beast videos hanging with the crew while starting his own channel and making his debut in the influencer space. That was until he stopped uploading on YouTube for over a year. Although it's unfortunate Mark stopped uploading, our next giveaway winner would make up for Mark's lack of upload. Zealous is a famous YouTuber who had his career put on by Mr. Beast, but Zealous wasn't just handed this opportunity on a silver platter. On July 22nd, 2020, Mr. Beast tweeted a sign-up form for YouTubers with under 100,000 subscribers. Thousands of people would sign up for the form, including Zealous. A few days later, he would get a call that he hung up on, not knowing this was Mr. Beast calling him to invite him on set to the contest. He decided to call back a few days later, and luckily, Mr. Beast picked up. He was given all the information needed and got invited to compete in the challenge. In this competition, 4 people would compete by holding their hand on a YouTube YouTube play button for as long as they could. During this, they were put through many challenges like having to use the restroom, moving in the back of a pickup truck, and lots more. Zealous would hold his hand on the play button for over 30 hours before being declared the winner of the contest. Unlike the other winners in this video, Zealous would not receive a cash prize, but instead would receive a shout out from one of YouTube's biggest channels. Unless you are in dire need of money, I think this might be a better prize than cash. Prior to the video, Zealous was still an upcoming YouTuber, gaining only about 1,000 subscribers a month, but when the MrBeast video went live, he would gain over 1.8 million subscribers in 1 month. His story on the situation went viral, and his channel would rack in tens of millions of views consistently. Although he was given a huge shout out, it's no doubt that without his own hard work and dedication, he would have never got to the point he is now. He is still uploading till this day and enjoys doing so, but the last and final winner doesn't feel the same way about uploading. W2S from the Sidemen, also known as Harry, won the biggest prize in MrBeast history. MrBeast flew out a bunch of famous influencers like iShowSpeed, Lazarbeam, Nico Omelana, and many more to compete in a video for a $2.5 million jet. Out of 11 influencers, Harry managed to stay under the radar and made it to the final 2 against George Not Found, where they would be taken inside of a big warehouse to decide the final winner. Unexpectedly, MrBeast noticed George lost focus and accidentally took his finger off the jet, making Harry the winner of the $2.5 million jet. Harry would later give the jet to his younger brother and sister, but he said on a podcast with the Sidemen that he had to sell the jet due to the high cost of upkeep.
Well, I don't actually have the jet. I'm just taking the money and stuff. this guy's different, bro. The upkeep is so much, like it's just not.
He got a huge payout for his jet, and I don't blame him for what he did. It's been 3 years since he uploaded on his main channel, but his second channel has been making a comeback slowly and steadily. But with all these winners, I think we can all agree that Harry had the best prize. Chandler's Island would come right before Harry's prize in second place, but I'd still take cash over both coming from a logical standpoint. What would you prefer if you were in this situation? As always, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead, leave a like and subscribe. Peace out.